Hey, there we are. Good evening, Internet. My name is DM Dragons. Welcome to another wonderful, fun adventure from the Golden Feathers of Tien Tang. And we're going to jump right in it tonight because we've got maybe a long game, maybe a short game, maybe somewhere in between game. I don't really know. Meeny, 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 miny, mo, Gromgarn, you go.
Hi,
Good evening.
Gromgarden, also known as Bull. I play an Eldritch Knight that mostly just talks to his hammer and sometimes throws it.
You know,
A little bit.
talking to your hammer sometimes works really well. Good evening, Brave. Welcome back. Lovely to have you this evening. How are you?
Hi, I'm Brave. I play Rig. It's been a while. I need everyone to tell me what Rig sounds like again.
We'll figure it out as we go along. It'll be all right. Just roll your R's and do chaotic things, and we'll probably be okay. Good evening, Damon.
Hello, everyone. It's Damon. I'm playing Ty, your um, elf light domain cleric with sparkly radiant fire shit.
Who's best friends with Good evening, Dakota?
Yes, my best friend, who I'm very happy to see. I'm playing Noct, who's also an elf, and I'm just a wizard, man. Yeah, I just do wizard things.
He sure is. He sure is an elf. Yep, he
Yeah.
sure is. I mean, that's what we're going with these days. All right,
Damn.
so very brief, very quick recap for our players and for our audience from last time. These lovely folks, minus Reese, who may or may not be here this evening. We hope that they're doing okay, but they should be here hopefully a little later. And Prezira, who will not be joining us this evening. We do wish Jess well on her new adventures and her new home and her move and all those things. So, Jess, here's to you. We love you. We miss you. So, you guys were in the forest. You were just outside the village of Key, and you were trying to decide what the hell you were going to do with your lives. Steal a shadow, find some mushrooms, and then argue and talk about them for an hour in the camp, and lick one of them and make a tiny tie and make a giant pig knocked, which I thought was brilliant. After some fun with that, and Ty getting stuck to the pig ass of knocked, which was interesting. We somehow got fly cast on us after we decided to try to get closer to Key, and everybody rode the flying pig knocked man through the air, kind of like Big Boys in Austin Powers, which I thought was a beautiful throwback. That was really cool. While that was transpiring, the spell or the magical incantation that was pig knocked gave way, and everybody went sailing off towards the ground except for those who could fly, Noct and Reese. And right before they got to the bottom, was saved by Gromgarn's hammer, who was snickering his ass off when Grom's grip slipped loose and slammed everybody into the ground. Thought that was hilarious. I don't think they thought that was hilarious, but Hammer did. You crafted a plan with Reese to use Reese as bait to lure some of the shadows out of Key so that you could capture one for further study, interrogation, or whatever it is that you guys decide you're going to do with the shadow. I'm not real sure yet, but we'll find out. You had already crafted a magic circle in the front of a box jar thing that you all crafted a few episodes ago, and you wanted to trap one of these shadows. So you sent Reese sailing off towards Key. He made a bank over the city, kind of like the leading edge of the city, and let out a big owl screech, which he rolled really well on, and it echoed all throughout the village. And about a third of the shadows that were available in the village all went, turned, and looked at him and started following him out of the city. And he started to fly towards the ground to lure them in. When he did that, little did he know that these particular baddie shadows can shadow leap. And so every shadow between him and them, they can use to pull themselves faster to you. And so they did. And right before he got to the funnel area where they were going to lure the one shadow into the jar, One of them reached out to grab a hold of Reese's foot, to which Gromgarn heroically grabbed and grappled said shadow on a really great roll and began to shove it into the jar with a big put the lid on top of it. And there was another shadow that was right on the back of that one. It crawled over him and was dispatched quickly by none other than the Lightman Tayo Daragon with his, what was it, radiance or something to that effect? Basically, radiant magic.
Radiant
Shattered it into pieces. However, all of that noise and all of that stuff led about 30 more of these shadow nasties out to you all. Quickly crafting a plan, Ty decided that he was going to be the hero of the evening by luring them all in, and they kind of Voltroned together and leaped towards Ty as Ty grabbed his amulet, turned himself into basically a radiant Pokeball, and poof, evaporated the baddies. You believed at that point that you might be safe for a very short bit, but there will probably be other scouts headed your way, including Gloomstalkers. We open this evening with you at the edges of the forest, right next to the village of Key, still in desperate times. What are you doing? Oh, and hello, Reese, by the way.
Hi.
I gotta be honest, there's so much of the last session that I wasn't sure had actually happened.
Did I
Like-
did I help you get it back? Hopefully some of it anyways.
Yeah, but no, it's still fucking insane.
It was,
That was us.
if you haven't watched that episode, to the folks at home, if you're just catching us tonight and never seen us before, you should go watch that episode, the one
That was
before this.
Wild.
It was wild. Very wild. So,
That.
Ty, as you're standing there, kind of catching your breath, the radiant energy still swirling around you because
Right.
Spirit Guardians doesn't go away. Very bright
Yeah. So
space.
that's the thing. So I suggest we run, but if we're running, if we're running, I'm gonna have to turn this off because it's basically a beacon. So our side note, I can go one way, and maybe someone else with me. But this isn't gonna. This is only gonna last a little while.
You
Yeah, I mean,
hear screeches in the distance.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
we
I
need-
think we GTFO
Mm-hmm.
here, and
Yeah.
I mean, I can cast this again. Oh, or can
Yeah.
I? Yes, I can.
there's no benefit to us splitting up. We run.
Okay, so I will.
Or just really quickly, we
Mhm.
could split up. I could go with Ty, and then I could make me and Ty not be there anymore. If the idea is to like pull and divert attention towards the glowing beacon.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
This is centered on me.
Uh-huh.
So
When you say not be there anymore,
I think he's implying that he's going to go invisible.
No. I'm going
yeah,
to
that didn't sound like invisible. That certainly sounded like more than invisible to me.
No.
I'm
Sounds like
gonna make us go
Poof gone peer.
Yeah, I'm gonna make us go a long way in the opposite direction.
oh,
How will we meet up?
I don't know.
Great question. Always with the great questions.
Graham, you're always great. And
I feel like logistically that could cause some concern. So why don't we just try running?
I mean, we can.
let's just run. Because the longer we sit here and debate it, if we want to split off, we can. But for right now, we can run, and this could be a little bit of
While you guys are standing here debating and kind of yelling back and forth, you watch a kobold come running out of the forest with his axe up, charging towards you guys.
Rick, it's okay.
Praxis, we gotta go.
So which way are we? Which way are we
In my
running?
mind, you just ran past, saying that as you run. Like,
Yes.
it's just a
Isn't that my
Doppler
fault?
effect of Rex is gonna go!
Rick's not responsible for this.
I'm just gonna follow Rig and run.
Yeah, I think we'll just start
Yeah.
running. If nothing else, if we stay close, we'll have some protection with the spirit guardians for the next 10 minutes, as long as I can keep my concentration up.
Who is leading this effort to get back through the forest to some semblance of security? I need a nature or a survival roll from someone.
Um,
I'm good at those.
can I cast fly on myself? And just go like slightly above the tree line to have a better look. If could I get a chance? is what I'm shooting
I got a dirty 20 survival, but
Okay.
Use
Okay.
that.
I would like to
You-
spank Knock
you-
with my axe and cast Death Ward on him.
You do so,
What?
and you watch Noct go up above the trees.
Just above the tree line. Just above the tree line.
Just above the tree line with Death Ward. That's a touch. That's
That's a sentence.
that is. That it really is. Ooh. Okay.
I don't like the way you said that.
Anyway,
For right now, you believe that you're flying above the trees and no one sees you.
I mean, my goal is not to stay up there. My goal is to gather information and then go the fuck back.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I want to see this through, and I want to see what happens. Okay, you guys hit the edge of the, not really the edge of the forest because you're kind of in the forest already, but you, Rig, you're like, okay, this way, and you can kind of see the path that you had left coming back out of the forest from when you came to the town. And so you just like quickly dart. And all you guys see through the foliage in places is the fucking axe sticking above the short shrubs and trees as he's like.
And I'm still so for now I'm still concentrating on spirit guardians,
Oh, you are?
unless we need me to turn it off,
Beautiful. I love that. Love that
because
for you.
it's the only, like, for now it's a bit of a way to keep them at bay, but it's also, like I said, a huge fucking beacon keep like with
I was
them
about to
following
say, I mean, I feel like we probably need to turn that off. if
Well,
we're
let's-
trying
Hey.
to.
Hey, Ty, roll me a d20.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna use one of my new ones.
Yay, new dice. Woo, new dice.
Yippee!
Don't fuck this
the
up, new die.
dice.
Don't fuck this up, new die.
Don't fuck it up, new die.
No pressure, new die.
Mm-hmm. That's a 4.
Oh, new die.
New die.
Hold up.
Thank you.
What exactly are you trying to do?
No,
Don't
he
worry
just
about
told me
it.
to roll a d20.
I told him to roll a d20. That's all.
That's all he told me.
Because I think it's fun to make you guys roll for things.
All right.
All right. So, a couple of minutes goes by and you're scurrying, you're darting between this tree, you're darting between this tree. Fuck, how is Rig so fast? This is crazy. What the hell? He's like, zip here, zip there, zip here, over this little mound. Oh, crawl up on this log and like run it over this little creek and dive off the other side. Like just Jack Russell Terrier kobold moves. Crazy shit.
I have haste or something.
Yes,
Oh.
something. You all come leaping over this one log, and it takes like a hop and a jump, and you're over the top of this next little mound when you hear it behind you, just above the tree line, and you hear it first, just because of where you are. You hear that screech, that. And as you kind of roll over just a little bit while flying in that direction, you see a gloomstalker about 150 feet above you fold its wings in and just start plummeting towards you. And you flip back over to find your friends, and all you see is this fucking beacon of radiant energy darting through the trees on the forest floor.
Okay. So I have time to do things here, as it's
You
like
have very brief amounts of time to do things.
How far away is it?
About 150 to 200 feet.
All right, I fly straight towards Ty.
Okay. It'll take you one round to get to Ty.
Yeah, I got
And
60
then-
feet.
Cool. All right. What are you doing when you get to Ty?
I'm gonna chill in Spirit Guardians and just relax there.
Okay.
Once this thing gets into Vision 2, we'll fireball it just for the sake of fireballing it.
So you're going to hold an action?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming you say something, or do you just go chill with Ty and don't say a fucking thing?
Very, very calmly incoming.
Okay. Everybody turn and you look in that direction and you see the Gloomstalker folded up like a fucking paper airplane coming out of the sky at you at like Mach speed. Just
That's nice.
I'm also have positioned myself on the opposite side of Ty from the creature. That is
of course you have.
That's
Because you don't want to
great.
take damage, right? Are there any bushes nearby? You could just go invisible, you know.
Yeah, you know, I'm looking. I'm scouting them out.
Yeah.
I
Throw
will.
hammer.
Yeah, and if it's 120 feet, I will cast the guiding bolt at first level at it.
All right. Grom, how far can you throw hammer? Did we ever decide on that? 30, 60, 60,
think
90? What'd
we
we decide?
Did decide on that.
Let's go with
But
30, 60 for
what-
now and we'll talk.
Let me see.
Unless you have it wrote down
It
somewhere
says
that I just
thrown
don't.
20-foot max on, but that feels low.
We're going to say 30.
Is this like a yeah?
I think it's 20-foot max before I lose. I don't know.
We'll
I mean,
get
do I
there.
need to hold? I don't know how far this is.
You'll have to hold your action because it enters that 120-foot space where your guiding bolt and what's the range on fireball? 60 feet?
Oh, it's 150, I think. But
Wow.
It's at least 120.
Yeah, I would
Fireball
Is
is
it?
150
Okay.
feet.
I would like to hold it until it gets within 60 feet.
Okay. All right. So,
I've cast it at
is there
100.
anybody else got anything they would like to prepare as this thing is coming in at warp speed? This is your ability to prepare something.
Trying to think what Rig would do.
What would Rig do?
Yeah, it's hard.
WWRD?
So I haven't pulled all these tricks out of my bag yet. Like, how does
No,
Rig
right.
do these things?
How does Rig do this?
That's not my character sheet.
I
So-
now need a WWRD bracelet for myself.
That was a 27 to hit with the
Oh
guiding
fuck,
bolt.
that hits. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, and we'll get to that in just a sec.
Sure. 4d6. 2, 3, and
Hey Reese.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're looking for something. Never mind. Knocked.
Oh.
Can you roll me another d20, please? 15?
16.
16. All right, thank you.
19 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then it's glowing,
Advantage. Yeah.
so it has the advantage.
Alright.
So
All right. Rig, are you still deciding?
Come back to me. Give me a second.
Okay, I'll come back to you. All right. So, knocked as you plummet into the spirit guardians, the wisp of radiant energy envelops and accepts you into its space without damage, and it just you just like if you watch a pebble hit a pond and you got that, the ripples that come out from it. Picture your body creating that ripple in his field, and then it slaps shut. Turn around, you prepare your fireball, and as you're getting ready to cast it, you watch as Ty's eyes kind of go that golden color again, and he just reaches out his finger, and you see this mote of radiant energy just goes straight at the nose of this thing, and as it gets closer, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it impacts square on the noggin. And you watch as, if you've ever watched any like airplane war movie or anything like that, where somebody's just giving her hell with like a machine gun or something, and pieces of the airplane are just like tearing off. Picture the shadow of this entity looking like that as it's coming at you at just, kick-ass speed. It's still coming. It's not dead, but he ripped into it pretty hard, and now it's got this like mix of roiling shadow and radiant energy, so it's kind of like a yin and yang coloration feeling. It's really strange, but it is still streaking at you now, becoming close to that 60-foot mark.
Cool.
All right.
I'm gonna fireball it as soon as it gets in 60 feet.
Okay.
That's what we're
It
doing.
hits.
An acceptable middle ground. What?
Okay. All right, Rig, what do you got? Is there anything that will trigger before 60 feet?
No, it's a 30-foot.
Okay.
Um,
So, go ahead.
I was gonna pull a piece of treasure out of my bag, cast Insight Greed on it, and then baseball it with my axe to try to charm the creature so it follows that.
Wow.
I
So-
love that.
So,
I was gonna just paddle knocked out with it Insight Greed on him, but here,
it's so
I love
beautiful.
That's more.
I love
That's what
it
Rick
so
would do.
much. Yeah. Okay,
I
so
love
here's how this happens, right? If you've ever watched a comet come out of the sky in Earth's atmosphere, how it kind of like breaks apart in like multiple like flashes of light sometimes. So Ty hits it first, and you get that burst of radiant energy, that swirling color. It keeps coming at you with this like ferocity. Now you see those deep coal eyes mixing in that shadow. As soon as it hits 60 feet, Nox like, fuck this. Little red bead of light comes out. Explodes in this thing's face. You see more shadow mixed with radiant energy just kind of like coming off in like wispy black flame and shadow, just getting ripped to shreds. It's still got its form. It's still coming. It's still coming at you guys. And you watch Rig just kind of look up with a little leeway here, give a little wink, cast the spell, and
I don't know if it's a
Hit this
weakness, so
up.
that's what you can say.
hit the object, and it impacts again right near the face. And it just kind of, it's like, if you've ever watched those cute animal videos where people boop the snoot on the animal and they just kind of sit there and look at you with a cute face, this thing like throws its wings out like air brakes and just comes to a screeching halt right in front of you and right in front of Rig, and it's just kind of gently wafting its what's left of its wings from you guys fucking it up.
Yeah, can I get a save, by the way?
Sure. 19 plus stuff.
Silvery barbs.
Oh my god.
Hashtag fuck wizards. What's your damage?
So I'm gonna roll the damage for this, and then I'm gonna roll. Now that I have a feat, I'm gonna do the feat thing. That's why we waited for it to get within 60 feet. So I'm gonna roll 8d6 plus 3d6 for black robes.
Ah,
Love that.
Yeah.
said nobody.
So
For
that's
what?
gonna be-
Precisely. He took his feats today. Black
Finally.
robes or something.
Now he has a left and right foot. We're so proud of him.
Yeah. So fun. He can walk, even amongst shrubbery.
hmm His name is Tom Shrubbery. He's a shrubbery seller.
He's a shrubbery salesperson. Yeah.
That's gonna be 53 points of damage.
Yeah, that fucking hurt. There is
Shrubbery and
a
shrub accessories.
there's a mostly partially see-through gloomstalker floating in front of you now, just kind of turning its head and looking at you.
I think he's upset.
I did nothing wrong. I can't be blamed.
It has to make a wisdom. Oh. Okay.
Okay. It fails that save, Rig.
Oh.
I was just making sure it did the check for the insight greed.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right.
Oh.
So it is charmed by you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
A creature
Also
can do
harmlessly
nothing
approach
but...
the object. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we should keep running, and I'm going to turn this off. So if I turn this off, we don't have it. Just understand that. Everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Great. So I dispel the spirit guardians, and then I say, let's run.
As you dispel your radiant energy, it just kind of evaporates into the trees and the branches and off into the wind. And this Gloomstalker is just sitting there with its head just cocked a little bit, just its wings wafting slowly in the shadowy sunlight that's cast that comes through the trees, just staring at this coin. Just staring at it. And you guys slip away over the hill, down the creek,
Mm-hmm.
and off into the distance. And you've made your way away. You don't hear any noises anymore. And about how long does that spell last?
Insight greed. A minute.
Okay.
Just a minute.
We can get pretty far.
So as you feel like you have safely made it away, you hear a very angry, loud screech somewhere in the distance behind you. And that's it, as it kind of Doppler effects away as you continue to move.
Okay. So,
We did it. We
yeah.
got out.
Yeah.
Well, you guys did it.
Did you think we weren't going to get out? Was that a...
For a few.
It's always a possibility.
Yeah, a few moments.
All
That didn't
things
seem
look
like a
tiny.
particularly deadly encounter. It was just a run-of-the-mill
Oh yeah, it's a
pigeon.
Tuesday.
I mean, to
So-
be fair, his first day we did explode a city. Well, a city did explode.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the
So-
norm.
True,
That's
Oh, okay.
true. That is our baseline.
Contextually, that is his baseline.
Mhm.
Okay. Got it. So, with that being said, we should. What do we want to do at this point? Should we?
We need to interrogate this shadow thing.
That's one thing we can do. But how is the question? That's the thing. I don't think we've come across yet.
I think Noct had some ideas on interrogating the shadow.
Yeah.
I think I did too. Give me a minute.
He doesn't remember them.
We all don't remember.
He was high on
Genuinely-
shrooms. High on
genuinely-
shrooms.
The only two people here who would have any idea how to interrogate a shadow reasonably would be Ty or Noct. Reese, maybe with your assassin shit.
I was
Okay.
I wouldn't know how to interrogate a shadow. I'm just a dwarf. I hit shit.
Okay.
And carved stone.
Yeah. I made a box for the shadow.
All right. So
so great.
What you got, Daddy? Let me know. Let's go.
what the fuck was my brilliant idea here?
Man, I don't know. I don't remember.
Rax
Right,
says he can
yeah,
help
yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh.
You can help tomorrow?
I like the idea of helping tomorrow. I think
Oh, do we need a long rest?
I think a long rest would be dope.
That's probably not a bad idea. We have been fighting for a while.
I think a
I've
long
been
rest
doing a lot of things.
Looks sick, to be honest.
Perfect.
Yeah, I now like to imagine that I am in like that sleep drunk haze where like I desperately need to go to sleep but I'm still functioning. Just Grom is like hunched over the box, like, all right, it's a shadow. We just gotta talk to the shadow, and I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk to the shadow. That's all we gotta do. That's all we gotta
Oh
do.
wait, I know what my brilliant fucking idea was.
Like completely manic because I have not slept now in 4 days.
I get
What
that.
was it? They're knocked.
I didn't
What was
tell
your-
you guys about my brilliant plan, did I?
No,
I think
Probably
there was
did.
a reason for that.
I am sure there was a reason for that.
Yeah.
It's
I
probably
know-
mortifying. Whatever the idea is, I didn't want to know ahead of time.
As you guys are slowing your pace, talking about what you want to do, it's getting on towards probably late afternoon to early evening, just based on your travel, trying to get away from Key a little ways and finding yourselves a somewhat remote, safe place to do some investigating and things of that nature. Go ahead and somebody give me a survival check or a nature check to find yourselves a nice spot to take care of that.
I got
I
a
will-
16 survival unless someone.
16 survival. 5?
I will. No,
Oh.
I was going to guide, give guidance.
I'll allow
Add
it.
a D4. Add a D4.
D4.
We're at the days in. Why don't you take a fortune's favor too?
19 total. What's the fortune's favor do?
Let you re-roll if you want.
I
Gives
think
you
a 19's
advantage
alright.
if you desire advantage.
I think a
I thought you
19 will
said-
be all right.
I thought you said we were at a days in, like
He
a
did.
hotel.
He did.
And I was like, wow, we done checked into a hotel?
Yes.
Yeah, as Rig is looking around, he kind of cranes his neck over to the right, and he's like, "Oh, look, there's a Holiday Inn Express in that tree right there." But in
Lord.
all
What does that
seriousness,
look like in fucking Feathers of Tiantang? What is it? What?
oh boy.
It's like a giant tree house. Like,
So think of like a redwood sized tree, only in more of a live oak presentation, with like the low droopy arms and the moss hanging down. But there's fireflies intertwining in all of the moss. So it's like the outside lighting of the ambiance here. There's a little courtyard with a bard playing some sort of just soft music with a little tiki bar. If you look back to the right, there's a little zen pond where people are just kind of sitting around having little cocktails. There's a place where you can drive up your horses or your carriage or whatever it is that you've got, place to park all that. And behind the desk is a ribbit with a
still
little
have
suit
work
and
in it.
tie, checking everybody in. And that's what you would see in Tiantang.
but that's not what we see here.
No, that's not what you see here.
If
You see a giant tree with low-hanging branches that kind of, it's not jutting out of a cliff or like a hill, but it's like at the base of it where it meets. And so there's kind of like a half moon shaped rock wall with this tree hanging out over the top of it. And on just down the wall of the cliff, there is a very small little waterfall that trickles off the roof of this cliff and then into the creek that you've kind of been following.
Okay. Cool.
That's where you're at.
So we're gonna stop here and talk. And Noct, you're gonna tell us your grand idea for interrogating the shadow.
Uh-huh.
I sit cross-legged and wait.
So intent.
I'm gonna take my bedroll over here.
Noct starts making food. That's what Noct does.
So Ty is left on red, just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Noct just kind of nods along and starts making food. For sure.
Who
Ty
wants
would
a
have
cuddle?
like, who wants to cuddle?
Yeah, who wants a cuddle?
Come on in, buddy.
I probably would have thrown like a pillow at Graham, just be like, go to bed.
All right, sentient object cuddle.
Yeah,
Why? We can cuddle. I said, come on in.
Yeah, sentient
fine.
object group.
Yeah.
cuddle.
Yeah.
There you go.
A saw group. Yeah. Our hammer and axe can have a cuddle date while we cuddle.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Little chit chat.
Hammer is gonna lose its shit.
Chit chat about
Can I-
days past.
Can they talk to each other? Now that would be fucked up.
I have to imagine they can.
I don't
Actually,
think
they
I don't think
contact.
you would know.
Yeah, I don't feel like
No.
I
Work
would know.
together a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We're just gonna rub the two handles together and see what happens. Maybe we'll start a fire, maybe we won't.
What? They would play Barbies? One would be Ken and the other would be Barbie.
I mean,
I can.
Listen,
Sure.
Jessica, I told you
I
last
can.
time.
I can.
Yeah. Conditioner goes on and makes the hair silky and smooth.
Yes. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Oh boy.
So
Oh, Billy
Doc-
Madison.
Yeah. Did you want anything in this specifically? Like, are you looking for any
Like some
flavoring?
spices? Maybe some spices.
Spices or
much?
mushrooms I've got on hand.
no. I'm just waiting for confirmation of the idea that we did.
I'm also open to suggestions.
I don't think we have suggestions.
I'm gonna look at everybody else. Just, I don't think we have suggestions. Just
Why do I see that John Travolta GIF from was it Pulp Fiction where he's like
yeah, the full picture.
Do you really want a big
Huh?
suggestion, though?
Yes, I
absolutely.
100% I do.
Oh no.
Oh god, group efforts. Here we go.
What is
Because I don't know if my idea is gonna work.
Well, we tried. All right, so we tried channeling into it or something similar, and that went bad, as I recall. We are out of my depth. I don't remember. Noct, I remember you tried to do some channel reverse tunnel situation, and you got shut down really hard when you were trying to look into one of the shadow creatures.
I got shut down when I did divination. I don't think we've tried anything with the shadow.
That's what.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay? But again, Noct, what is your idea?
So nothing from everyone else. All right.
I'm a
So these shadow creatures, right? I know magic that summons something similar. So the concept goes that I can summon this thing and have it interpret for us.
I like that idea.
So, sound theory. I know that you would technically kind of control, in a way, the one that you summon. How are we controlling the other one to have the conversation with?
I mean, I think we're gonna put it in a similar circle to what it's in the jar.
Okay. Are we... So, can you walk me through this?
Like the whole process?
Or
I
at
was hoping
least
for some input if you've.
the initial... So the magic circle was your spell.
Uh huh.
The summon like creature is also your spell.
Uh-huh.
The box was mine.
Yes, thank you, Graham. So the question becomes, so you're going to cast the magic circle around the jar and then
Right.
open the jar and have the shadow creature come out, and it will be then trapped in the second circle, right?
Yes.
Is that what I'm getting at? Okay. And then you're going to summon the other spawn that you control.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's a
For
quick
sure.
time out here. Did you guys make another jar that was not the box that I helped with Magic Circle? Did you guys
Are,
I
another
think it
one of
was just
those?
that one.
I think it's
think it
just
was
the
that
one that you had created is
Yeah.
currently holding the shadow.
Yeah. I inscribed Magic Circle inside the jar. That was the thing I did.
I think we're using jar and box interchangeably, Rick.
I think so. I
definitely
It's a
put
jar. It's a jar.
I
I
Let's be
kind of
clear.
melted it
jar.
in front like box jar, so I called it a bajar. So whatever.
just want to make sure we're talking about the same object.
Reese,
or
what
We
were you
are
saying?
talking about the
Yes.
same object. Yes. Not been changed.
We can't hear you.
Just
Okay.
my brain.
It's actually a vase.
Can't
A
hear
vase.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Thank you.
Rig's dick in a vase.
100%. Thank you very much.
Get out.
Okay, and so that's what would happen.
Right.
That's the-
And I do not need concentration on 2 spells out of character. I can do both of those things simultaneously.
I was wondering, but okay.
So,
Okay.
and then we have the conversation. Your spawn interprets essentially.
Yeah, I'm going to summon one that deals with fear, and we're going to hope that helps.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
So that's the
So-
plan.
Well, what I like how this is developing simultaneously. Rig. I say as we're cuddling, so I've got like half of an arm over most of his body. Like they are wanting to work out there, and I do not want to. I want to sleep, but I guess we'll have this fucking conversation. But we're still gonna cuddle. Damn it. So struggle cuddles. So okay, Rig. So question. When we were leaving, you kind of ran in out of nowhere. And it seemed like Rax had given you some sort of warning, and I was wondering if maybe you and Rax have had any conversations about our current situation.
Rax know everything. Rick trusts
Absolutely.
Rax with everything.
I mean, Rax kept you safe in getting away from the mean shadows. Has Rax? Do you and Rax have any ideas about our shadow in the jar?
Rax think it can make anything tell the truth one way or another.
And that's helpful. Does Rax think? Do you think Rax could help you or I or really any of us understand the shadow so that? Because it's if it can tell the truth, that's one thing, but we need to understand it when it tells the truth.
Rig tilts his head at you.
Okay,
Understand what?
it's fair. That's fair. So Rax can help us make sure it tells the truth. Do you or Rax have any other ideas on how we communicate with it?
Charades?
Okay. I feel like I'm mentally playing charades now.
Yeah.
You kind of are. I kind of love it.
I'm
Rick
trying.
only know 2 languages.
That's fair. It's fair.
Do not everyone speak this one?
No,
Rick's so good at it.
Lots do. It's good. I'm at a loss. I'm trying over here. I'm sorry.
I haven't.
Rex can hit it real hard to see if it starts talking.
I was thinking
The
of that.
truth is good. The truth is good. If it doesn't talk, then yeah, we hit it for sure.
Okay.
I do have tongues.
Tongues is good.
I mean, yeah,
What that
tongues
tongue
is
do?
really good.
Yeah,
What does your tongue do?
I was gonna have the fucking shadow spirit interpret, so that's great.
The spell
or
grants
you-
the creature.
Yeah, if you cast tongues on me, then we're golden.
Yeah, the spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears.
Oh yeah.
Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says. So,
Yeah.
Yes, we can cast it on, say, you, Noct, and you can have the conversation so it would understand you and you would understand it. That's one way, I think, to make it work. If I'm reading the spell correctly.
But if we need to understand more about Rax's means of, which I'm guessing is just a zone of truth, actually, in hindsight.
100%.
Never mind.
Yes, it's zone of truth.
Does anybody have anything to make things more intimidating? Anybody got that on hand?
I mean, 2 of us have sentient weaponry.
Specifically
So
to help with
we
an
kind of
intimidation
use that for intimidation between the 2 of us. The talking weapons usually help with the intimidation.
roll.
I can build an angry-looking earthen sculpture. I don't know. Would you like me to build a war totem?
No, that's okay. Thanks.
Sorry.
That's
What were you thinking?
no, that's wonderful.
No.
That's great.
I put away all my clay making things. Okay, guys, so I'm not gonna make the totem. What were you thinking?
I don't know. It was just a thought. If we're trying to intimidate this thing,
I could not today.
well, we're gonna sleep before this because I have to change spells.
I have an idea for intimidation.
I
boy.
can't enhance ability.
Okay.
But
We did have a giant pig
Is tongues concentration?
not a day ago.
Okay, so you do have enhanceability and tongues that you can do.
yes.
Cool.
We can make you a gigantic talking pig that
So-
flies.
Nope. not
So
doing
Graham, that happened randomly based on eating a mushroom. I don't
Well,
know.
we had
that.
75 more mushrooms,
that. Wait,
I-
hear me out.
and
hear me
that
out.
would be pretty
Love it.
intimidating.
Hear me out.
I would be intimidated by that.
Please fucking do this.
Hear me out. What if we force feed
Yes.
the shadow mushrooms?
No, because what if we make it stronger than us? I don't want to do that.
Not possible.
I mean, it can't get out of the circle.
Not possible. That is the
I
most
love
perfect
it.
rig answer ever.
Respect.
Good answer.
That
Respect.
take a bardic inspiration. Take a D8 for that one.
That was nice.
That was spot on.
That was perfect.
So fast.
Inconceivable, he says. Inconceivable.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, if we need something intimidating, I think the gargantuan pig that we had.
I'm not.
However,
not doing that.
that happened
Okay.
randomly, and my concern with that is that we don't necessarily know with certainty, and I think we
Yeah.
need certainty in this situation.
I like enhanceability, charisma. I think that's great. I think that's a good
Mhm.
thing. I like tongues. I'm a big fan of that. I like zone of truth. I think that's also great. Magic circle and a shadow spawn to scare it and interpret. I don't know. Maybe
Let's just do them all.
yeah. Those are the 5. Anybody else got anything to add to that?
I mean, I can hit it.
I can stab
That's
it.
plan B.
I think plan B is that we have.
I'm gonna stand there ready to hit, but
Yeah,
like that's
yeah,
all
yeah.
I got.
So behind us, right? So
I'll
behind
booming
us,
blade the shit out of it.
behind us, just looking real nonchalant, is all of you just real intimidating. In the background, okay, that's the plan. Weapons at the ready, real intimidating. I don't really know how that works on shadows. I don't think my shadow would give a fuck, but you know.
And I will. Yes, I definitely will need to rest to get enhanced ability.
I have to rest to get magic circle.
Okay,
So
so we're
as-
taking a rest.
As evening takes you, you all prepare for sleep. Who's taking the first watch, or are you not doing watches?
I'll take.
Oh,
first
well,
watch.
definitely doing watches.
I'll take first watch. Who's taking watch with me?
Who do you
Damn,
I
I'm
will.
alone.
Lonely
I will.
motherfucker.
I'll join.
Oh, are you
Oh,
going to do
three
it?
of you.
cuddling. I guess all
No,
three of
If
us.
Grant, if
Oh
Grant,
no, we're
if
cuddling.
Grant-
We're cuddling. We're
Oh
cuddling.
yeah,
I can't.
like you're trapped by like the cobalt like cat. Like
I'm occupied.
yeah, you're not going anywhere for a while.
You're in my
So, okay.
grasp.
So me and Noct. Okay, that's fair. We'll do that.
Night is upon you. Everyone else has fallen asleep. The flame is slowly flickering in the campfire before you. You hear some just distant night animals just kind of doing their thing, scurrying along. The stars, if you look up, Noct and Ty, you can see the galaxy or the stars just kind of just gently rotating through the tree leaves as you're sitting there.
I'm working in my spell book.
What are you doing? What are you writing?
Right now, I'm memorizing glyphs and values for the circle we're gonna make tomorrow, as well as the connection to wherever it is that this shadow comes from. I don't know where it is in this world. Do these come from the Shadowfell? Where the fuck do shadows come from?
Usually,
You would surmise with your trip to the Shadowfell, probably something like the Shadowfell.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I'm memorizing things
Okay.
from.
Interesting.
What are you doing? As I look up from the book.
I will have my prayer book. Just reading prayers.
Would you be so kind as to recite one of these prayers? I'm curious.
1 moment,
What
please.
what a dick! What a dick! Take a D8.
Me or
Another-
him?
Him.
Nah.
That's another epic fucking moment this evening.
Preparing for this.
I got two dicks. Two dicks in my party here tonight. What's going on? It's a 2-dick party. Woo!
More than that.
Let's see.
Probably.
Yeah, sure. Nope, this is long. Fuck that shit. Hold on.
Long is okay. We have
No,
time.
this is everyone. This is the Book of Psalms, and this is a big book, so I can actually read it.
Oh.
And I'm like, let me find like a shorter one because that.
I really show up weekly to discuss theology with Ty. That's
Yeah.
Perfect.
Not the other cleric. That's so clearly.
yeah, not the other cleric. I don't know what the fuck we talk about. Your axe. You got a whetstone dog. You want to?
You want to polish together?
Yeah.
Oh man. He might let you get the stone whip, but he would never let you touch the axe.
Hey, it's a prep game.
Right.
I say unto you, sit you at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. I shall send the rod of my strength out to you, rule you in the midst of thine enemies. Your people shall be willing in the day of your power, in the beauty of holiness from the womb of the morning. You have the dew of my youth.
Ty
I
went
have
straight to the Nicene Council Crusaders era bullshit. We love
uh-huh. I have sworn and I will not repent. You are a priest forever after the order. I'm trying to reinterpret right like Old Testament shit, so bear with me. You at my right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads of many over many countries. He shall drink of the brook in the way. Therefore shall he lift up the head. Yeah, this is welcome Psalms.
Welcome.
So does
Yeah.
this is this a commentary on your relationship with the deity that you worship?
No, not necessarily. This book has many writings and readings in it. Some are meant to be inspirational. Some are meant to be warnings.
I see.
It's all very interesting.
It is interesting.
Yes. Um, hmm. Shall I read another? Or would you be
If you want, feel free. I'd love one of these days to have a conversation with your god.
hmm.
In Knox head, that's how it works.
Ty, roll me a D100, please.
Oh sure. That's gonna be fun. You know you're an 8. Where's my
Get one
two?
of them new guy dice.
Oh, I'll do that. Yeah, we'll do the new dice. And we'll use the new dice tray.
Ooh.
I like it.
61.
61. Okay.
Good.
As Noct says, they would like to meet your deity. There is the faintest little vibration and like pulse in your amulet. Just super quick, but you're in tune. You know it was something. You're not quite sure what, but something happened right then when he said that.
And I just lost my page. Shit. So that's
Sorry about that.
actually no. That's kind of what happens. I feel the
Yeah.
pulse in this.
I was about to say that would have happened both in and out of character.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's totally perfect.
Yeah. Oh. Well, that's I. That's something. There it is. Give unto the gods, O ye mighty, give unto the gods glory and strength. Give unto the gods the glory due unto his name. Worship the gods in the beauty of holiness. The voice of the gods is upon the water. The God of glory thunders. The God is upon many waters. The voice is powerful. The voice is full of majesty. The voice breaks cedars. He makes them also. Oh, the Lord breaketh upon us the cedars of Lebanon. He makes them also to skip like a calf, also like a young unicorn. The voice divides the flames of fire. The voice shakes the wilderness. The voice makes the hinds to calve and discovers the forest, and in his temple do everyone speak of his glory, or their glory.
Knocked, roll a perception check.
While I do, I'm gonna just ask very quickly. Ty, I have a question. Is your faith directed at a being, or is it directed at concepts? And the being relates to those concepts. Perception is a 23.
Okay.
Yes and no. For you see, like a god typically has a domain, or several domains, depending on the god. So they would have a quote unquote concept that they
I guess my question is it more important to have faith in the concept, or is it more important to have faith in the deity?
When you finish that sentence, the last word you say, knocked, you see this radiant golden soft pulse in Ty's chest right off of his medallion, just as you say the word deity.
Does that happen often? Is that a thing?
not always. I don't know what this might mean in this moment. Possibly she's listening.
Do you have an answer for my?
You're going to have to repeat your question. I was distracted.
Is it more important to have faith in the concept or in the deity? Which do you think brings more to those devout few? If your god of light was,
well, they're a god of knowledge, goddess of knowledge.
If your goddess of knowledge was a goddess of the hearth, but still emulated those concepts that you find so dear to yourself, would that matter?
I do not know.
Such a chicken or the egg motherfucker.
I do not know. It is difficult to say. For me, I believe in my deity.
What's your deity's name?
Bazai.
Another pulse, just
I'm gonna repeat that one more time. What was it? I didn't.
Bazai.
Avai?
Bazai.
Hazai?
Fezai.
Fazai.
Fe apostrophe Zai.
Fazai. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Goddess of knowledge and learning. One of the many deities here on this world. And we've already discussed that. And I recommend perhaps taking some time. Maybe the next city we get to. Maybe you can find a book. You seem to be more interested in knowledge.
I think
we can find a book.
I think that's a great idea. We have a little bit of time left on our watch, and do you mind if I try something to sate my curiosity? Noct is going to walk over to his stuff, grab bags of spell components, and walk back over to Ty and start spreading bones around you in a circle. I would like to cast Divination targeting Fazai to ask a question.
Oh my god.
Is there something?
What does the spell text say with that again?
Fucking, you ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. GM offers a truthful reply. I'm not doing that. I'm asking a conceptual question, so you can do whatever you want with it.
Let's just set this moment. So you are placing bones of what type? Femurs, fingers, phalanges.
It's definitely like finger bones, 100%. Divinations are done with finger bones.
Okay. So as he completes his circle of finger bones around the light cleric, do you like?
Can we acknowledge how exceptionally weird of a sentence that was that you just made?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Do you know why I said it?
Yeah. Keep in mind, this is a fucking bright,
Exceptionally
glowing
weird.
goddamn elf. By the way, like we're in the middle of the night. Like I am a full-on like.
You have turned into a campsite lantern.
Yeah, I've got my like luminescent horns going on. Like we're full on.
You are fucking getting it, Burning Man style.
So it is the normal like placing each of these intricately and with purpose, right? To create this like magical circle effect around Ty. And as I'm doing it, I'm saying the words, the verbal components that in that like arcane speech, right? And at the very end, as I get back around to the front of Ty, it just ends with Fazai.
Okay. As you complete the circle,
Excuse me, as a wizard tries to summon a god. By the way, give me.
as you complete the circle, you watch as this strange, like purple, mixed with little flashes of light blue, just kind of like soaks out of the ground and washes over these bones and kind of just swirls. And then it goes around Ty and it's faster and it's faster and it's faster. Before it's almost like a little Ty standing inside of like a mini dust devil, essentially. But it's like blue and purple energy, just kind of like encircling you. Picture the Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
And when Ariel is standing in that like whirlwind of whatever that the sea witch is doing.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Except for you're not turning into a withering like dick stalk or something sticking out of the ground, right? So, Ty, while you're watching this go on around you, your mind is in a very weird, confused, like what in the hell is going on state. And then you feel that pulse again, that whoosh, and it just washes all over you. But it doesn't just wash over you, it mixes into this like swirling dervish of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And as you tilt your head back, Noct, you're watching Ty tilt his head back, and then all of a sudden, these beams of radiant energy just shoot out of his eyes and out of his mouth into the night sky in front of you.
Listen,
And
I know
it
what I'm watched.
washes back down. Your spell it's not faded essentially, but it relaxes, and all of that whirling, swirling light cast to the side as you can almost not open your eyes. There is so much pure energy and radiance in front of you that it burns your fucking eyes to open them. What is it that you require? at you, Rig.
I didn't think we'd get this far, team. Fuck. I'll reiterate my question. Is it the concept or the being?
The response is just like this ethereal echo that you feel like is so loud and like oppressive that it's gonna burst your eardrums. But all you hear is one comes not without the other.
That's my question. I only get one. Unless this is a meeting, unless I literally summoned a god. Which would be wild.
When that finishes, the radiance dims just a little bit, but as it starts to dim, this like swirling little bead of energy just kind of twists together in front of Ty's face or body. And as you're opening your eyes and squinting and closing and squinting, you see like just like frame shots of this happening. It's not, it's like a flip book, right? Of art. And when it gets to the end and it gets coalesced together, it just floats towards you as Ty starts to drain of that radiant energy. But the little bead floats to you and closer and closer and closer before it touches your forehead and vanishes.
She seems nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, you're like, you feel fatigued. Very fatigued.
So that's the thing. She is something.
It's good to know she exists. That's good.
I already knew that.
And now I do.
That must be wonderful for you.
Interesting.
Is there anything else you would like to know at this moment?
So much. We don't have time.
Excellent. That's correct. We do not have time. So let's leave the questioning of someone's faith alone for a while. Shall we?
More so the questioning of faith as a whole.
I get what you're saying, Noct. But let's leave it be.
Though I most certainly understand why someone would worship that being.
Good.
Your watch comes to an end. Who is taking the second watch?
Yeah, guys, just feel free to,
Just cut them off whenever,
Yeah. Some to God, don't worry about it.
I just like he does. I tell you, not you. Wake whoever's up next. I'm going to go lay down,
I'm waking Riz up 100%.
and I'm tired.
Is halfway between Reese and Rig. I don't know which way you're going here.
Yep.
Riz.
Yep. Oh, Prizira?
No, Riz.
Riz. R.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard, and then you said it again, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Enjoy your watch. I summoned a god tonight. That was a thing, so just keep on the lookout. Yeah.
Okay.
Casual.
Very casual.
It's knocked. What do you?
Like rubbing
Uh,
the salt out of my
I
eye.
love how that like you're like I summoned a god. It's okay, sure, whatever.
That's what we're going with.
You did
First
what?
try.
Yeah. No fucks given. Here we go.
Summoned a god. Oh my god.
It's like a slap in the face. He's not even religious.
That's why I figured it would work.
I mean,
It's a lot of information to absorb right when you wake up.
Yeah, enjoy your ride.
as Noct disappears, Reese, you kind of turn to the side and ruffle your feathers a little bit, waking up. You blink your eyes a few times, and you see this mysterious, weird finger bone circle kind of off to the right.
You
Whatever
sure
those-
that you want to phrase that?
The fuck is this? Finger bone circle, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
whatever these kids are into these days.
You know, sometimes it just takes the finger bone.
Yeah. As long as they finger bone responsibly.
That's it. That's it. Consensually finger boning.
It's the only time to finger bone is consent.
You know, 4
He was
7
asking
bones
for
ago.
it.
All right. So, Reese, you are up on this watch. Is it just you?
Sure.
All right. As the night progresses, you know, you're in your element. Like, you hear all of the wonderful, amazing sounds of nighttime.
Yep.
The gentle rustling of the leaves, the creatures and the critters and the insects doing their thing. The clouds drifting through the night sky as the moon crests through the trees, and you just breathe in that free air, that deep smells like the outdoors, just perfect air. And something kind of tugs at your shirt. Just like if you were sitting, you would be like, "What the hell? The hell was that?" And then you realize that nobody's tugging on your shirt. It's your armor. It's kind of like just briefly jittering a little bit.
You good? Down there?
Until you like invisibly get picked up and thrown flat on your ass on the ground.
Oh, okay.
You have not been paying attention to me.
Yeah. Life and death situations are kind of hard to pay attention to you when that's happening.
How is it hard to pay attention to me if I am always here and you get picked up and slammed on your back again?
Oh, please stop doing that. Does that not hurt you? I'm on top of you, technically.
I do not feel pain.
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
So, when are you going to start your training?
I mean, we can do something now. You got something for a watch for about 4 hours?
We can train now. Get up.
You threw me, and I stand up.
Okay. You look out in front of you, and this this is so corny, but it's like if you were putting on a 3D device over your face to like play metaverse or whatever the hell it is.
Playing VR chat.
You VR chat. You like watch as these rings just form around your eyes, right?
Mhm.
Your big ass owl eyes, and you look out through the forest and you just see like these flags on poles, but there's 2 of them like put together, and they're all over the place, like in front of you in like a pathway. Like there's a couple here, then you look over, and then there's one sticking off the side of a tree over here, and then it like back onto the ground, and it's like up in a tree over here, and then there's one in the middle of the air, and then one on the other side of the creek. You want to train? We train. Go now.
What do you want me to get the flags?
You run, and you feel yourself yanked forward between the first set of gates.
I start running. I listen to what the armor says.
Okay. You're running, and you're running, and you're running, and you're leaping, and you're jumping. Roll me an acrobatics check or a athletics check, whichever you prefer.
It's gonna be acrobatics.
Let's just see how good you get yourself rolling for the night.
An added 20, 13 plus 7.
As you hit each gate and each obstacle, you're jumping, you're flipping, you're dashing off of trees, and you feel that dexterous touch coming back into your feet, into your hands, into your mind. You've been a little bit unchallenged lately.
Oh, I'm getting soft.
You've been a little bit lax lately.
Mm-hmm.
But you feel that quickness, that snap, that vitality slowly starting to return to your veins and to your body. The more you go, the faster, flip, jump, spring off of. And as you hit the last tumble roll off the side of a tree, you turn and you see now in front of you, as you're turning around with your arms, a figure. But it's a flaggy looking figure. It's definitely an illusion, you would surmise. Strike now! Strike! No hesitation.
Yeah. Throw attack.
Roll. Yep. Roll me an attack roll.
Ooh. I got a whole. Actually, quite a bit. I got a 21.
Silvery bar.
You are asleep. Fuck you.
He would totally silver rebarb me.
He would 100% do that. And as you careen off of this tree doing your somersault, you see the target appear in front of you, and you just roll an arm over and backhand a soul dagger. And it just slams right into the chest of this make-believe thing. And you land with one hand in front of you, and you look up really quick with those big owl eyes as your soul knife disappears. Breathing heavily, feeling the sweat just underneath all of your lovely owl feathers.
Distinct.
And you hear the voice inside your head one more time. Yes, that's what I am talking about. Yes. You must exert yourself. You must sharpen your mind every day. We do this again tomorrow, and you feel yourself picked up and slammed back on the ground.
Ow. Great. It's just like childhood all over again.
And it's about a 15-minute walk back to camp.
Dude, we're the best at keeping watch. We're
You would be so fucked right now. I mean, it would be so
I was
great.
literally just thinking, I was like, yeah, he's like all the way over here. Like, woo!
Yeah, they're
we
totally,
were not
totally.
we were not better to be.
I was laughing my
I
ass
tell you
off
what.
in the room.
Tell you what, Rig, roll me a D100.
Oh god.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Let me find.
Uh-huh. Dig. For
You know,
being a bad
He's
being a
rigging.
bad rig. Being a bad rig, I'm gonna make you roll.
29.
29. Yeah. You think everything's fine.
That sounds about right. Everything is fine.
Everything's great.
Practice here.
Yeah.
Crack an eye. You see Reese walking back into camp. You're like, oh, okay. Eye goes closed.
Oh, Rig would not be worried about that at all. Not
No,
a single.
No, that would be like eye open. Bloop. Closed. Perfect. Okay, so the end of your guys' watch comes to an end. The sun begins to come up over the mountainside. The animals come back to life. The birds are chirping. You all wake up refreshed. Spells have been changed, should you wish to have them changed. What is it that you're going to do with this day?
Well, are we doing this now? Well, after breakfast, obviously.
Yeah, nice protein-rich brekkie, and then we interrogate a shadow.
Do we have a lot of protein-rich food?
Got some eggs.
We do.
Found them. Why is anybody surprised?
You going to add any
Well,
mushrooms to that?
You were
No.
talking about tongues last night, and I kept trying to get my my jerky bag out because I swear I've got some tongues in there, and I guess it was a spell or something. But of course I have eggs. What do you think? What have you not been eating?
I didn't know we had eggs.
He's been taking care of you, bitch. What are you talking about?
I knew we had meat. Since you're such an accomplished hunter, but I didn't know we had eggs.
Okay, you're a better hunter than I. We don't have to rehash that.
What? Since when?
I still haven't been able to stop the strings of time or whatever that we're
Stop
working
the flow
on.
of the river.
It's not stopping the flow of. That's not.
I'll get
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What is it exactly, Nox?
A momentary stasis.
Which means what?
stopping the flow of the river.
Putting
We're
a
at the
putting a
top
rock in the river.
We
But
can
the-
put
So
rock a lot of
putting a
places.
stop to something.
It's
Yeah,
not.
the
it's
the
not
rock doesn't
stop.
really stop anything. It's just
Right.
a rock.
It's still flowing.
Just around that thing.
It's very wishy-washy.
That sounds like you.
Anyways, how about the shadow interrogation?
I took that damage. That was psychic damage. That hurt.
Emotional damage.
Fucked up.
That wasn't even at me.
You got me
How would
fucked
you-
up.
It's all right.
Been nothing
Damn.
but kind to you.
Mm-hmm. That's a word we can use. I'm sure there are others. So, are we doing this now?
I thought we said after breakfast.
Well, I'm eating an
Well,
egg right
after
now.
after
It's really good, by the way. Well done.
Thank you.
after breakfast.
Oh, then yeah, we can do that after breakfast.
Was there something else you wanted to do before that?
No, not necessarily. I am just trying to plan the day. God.
Well, what are we gonna do after that then?
God, we would be the
Yeah, what's
worst
the-
group of friends on vacation together. I said we're gonna go to the beach after breakfast. Okay, why are you so stressed? It's 2 p.m. Yeah, well, after breakfast.
It's still the first meal of our day.
What about
The
second?
worst part- Oh,
I want to sit by the pool.
yeah.
But I wanted to go to the ocean. Why can't we
Oh.
fucking compromise?
No, that's a
My
fair
God.
question. While I'm eating this egg, what are we doing with the rest of our day, and what are we doing after this, or is that contingent on what we hear from the shadow?
I think that's
I
the
don't
point.
know if we know how long it's gonna take to interrogate a shadow. I don't believe any of us have tried this.
No.
It's
No.
first.
What could possibly go
We
wrong?
might be the first
Nothing.
people to ever try this.
Yeah, so I feel like
Also
we
true.
shouldn't plan much past that point. Let's get through that hurdle.
And I have
Do you want some eggs, Ty?
yes, thank you.
Don't ask about their
The
origin.
shadow.
So if Nox
I
passes
found
out
them.
again, do we leave him behind?
What now?
I said if Nox passes out again, do we leave him behind?
Yes.
Wow.
I just said matter of
I'll
fact.
carry you,
That's
buddy.
a lot of. I'm getting a lot of animosity here.
I'll carry you, buddy.
Big
Can we
word
just
combo.
interrogate this shadow and move on?
So I want to ask dragons. Did Ty know about the divination?
Fuck yeah.
Did he feel it?
Oh, he felt it.
I would say that while the interaction was connected, you don't know what was said, but you definitely know that he cast a spell on you and that you lost the ability to
Yeah, I was
have
very
your faculty.
afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
so you have-
faculties.
You have no idea what I said, but you have an idea that there was some
Yeah, something.
bullshit.
So you Nock did something. I heard the word Fazai, which is the name of my deity.
And that's
then
all you remember.
all I remember. And then after
Although-
a beat, I was suddenly exhausted.
You 100% know what a divination circle looks like. Like,
I wouldn't know that one.
you don't think so? You don't think they're similar at least?
Mm-mm.
I think a wizard could approach it differently than a cleric.
Yeah,
would.
I feel like a wizard.
Yeah.
I think so. I
I
really
mean,
do.
it would just look like a wizard.
I don't know what
ritual
we're
circle,
agreeing
like
on,
your
but
ritual-
wizards, yes.
Your ritual magic would be different enough.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it would be different, but I think it's like I think it's a question of if a
You didn't
wizard
know what a
cast-
horse was until 48 game hours ago.
That's true.
I still don't
You
know what a
also
fucking-
asked him if he trusted you, which I believe you said that. Did you not say that? I thought you said that. Hey, I
said-
want to
said
try
that
something.
multiple times. Yeah,
That I want to try.
I thought it was
multiple
a
something.
times. Ty has said he trusts me, and then he gives me this shit.
Which he
I
gave you
think-
permission to do, so he does trust you in some manner.
This just verifies my feelings. That is all that it does.
Let's not forget, every time something bad happens or something just happens in general, he follows it up with, "Is this normal?
Yeah.
I haven't
Is
done
this
that
a
in
thing
hot
that you
minute.
guys do?"
I haven't done that in a hot minute because I just assume everything that's
You
fucked is
just-
now normal.
You did
Yeah.
it like 10 minutes ago.
You did it just last night, yesterday.
I did not.
They definitely-
Okay, it wasn't is this normal? It was like, is this a threat? Like is this the worst? Like really? Okay. Ty is done.
You just woke up.
Do we want to fucking do this thing or not?
Mom
Are
and
you
dad
gonna
are
eat your
fighting
eggs
again.
or?
I have eaten my eggs.
I bring more eggs over.
Mom, Dad, please stop fighting, please.
I'm doing
Oh,
my
okay.
utmost to make sure we get nothing fucking done tonight.
Dom, dom, dom.
Well,
I-
An hour and 37 minutes.
Not even my
Power.
fault.
powered
And it's
through like
not
a
Rig's fault.
bunch of eggs.
Okay, so what all do we need to do for the shadow thing?
That's what I
I'm
need.
on
to
hammer
know.
duty.
I'm getting over some emotional trauma right now. I've had a lot of.
You'll get over it.
Yeah, well, give me a minute.
Thanks, Dad.
Tie with a walk it off champ.
Put some dirt in it.
Oh, thanks, Dad. Jesus.
I don't know what that is.
Ty
is-
coming in with a shitty 1990s parenting.
I'm gonna start making a magic circle. Is there like an open field that's surrounded by trees? Like I'm looking for like a little glade type thing.
Sure. It takes you
feel
a little
like-
bit of time, but you find one that would suffice to your needs.
Amidst all that happening, I'm going to just take a moment with Reese and or Rig and say, I still don't know where he's from, but I guess it's refreshing that wherever he's from, clearly daddy issues still.
When you said,
Because something's going on,
What's a daddy?
right?
I
That's
was
a
gonna-
different conversation.
yeah, it's a
But-
very different conversation, Rig.
Yeah, there's something. Do they need a therapist? Is it couples counseling?
Just remember, Graham, and I just look up. That's where he's from, wherever the fuck that is.
I think we've gone. Did we eat mushrooms?
What
I don't
about
think I ate
shrooms?
Did you guys need some shrooms? I got.
no.
No,
I think you have 76 left. Yeah. No, I'm fine. Thank you.
How How many is it? Hold up, I know I have it in my
70 something. I'm pretty sure it was 73 or 76 or something.
71.
Oh, there you go.
I was
Okay.
mistaken
In
with you.
the 10 minutes he's casting his magic circle, I'd like to inscribe the circle with the sigils that I've been putting about places. And when he finishes,
Ooh.
I will cast the zone,
Fuck yeah.
You'll cast what?
the zone of truth.
Oh, Zone of Truth. Got it. I no problem. Those two things happen simultaneously.
Okay.
Wow. No, it's
Uh,
important because the zone of truth doesn't last very long. So it needs
Yeah,
to.
so he's gotta wait. Give it as I see you getting ready to cast, I'll tell you to like just wait a second. Because there's some more
Sigils
steps.
it is.
Yeah. Ty, if you would be so kind.
Which one am I casting on you? Enhance ability or tongues?
Both.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'm gonna hold on. I need to figure out, does tongues have a? I do have the touch you for tongues. Cool. And I think I have the touch you for. Oh, cool. I do. Perfect.
Oh.
I'm gonna touch my amulet, and then one hand will have tongues. The other hand will have enhanced ability for. We're doing charisma, so Eagle Splendor. And then I'm gonna just on both sides of your face, just boom.
Thanks.
There you go.
All right. I'm gonna step
Maybe a little
into-
harder than it needs to be, but
Yeah, I don't know that. I'm gonna step into the magic circle, and I am going to summon Shadow Spawn, and I am going to state a motion of fear for my summoned Shadow Spawn.
Roll a d20 for me.
So I got a nat 20.
woo.
Thank you.
I don't know what that's for, but that's kind
Find
of
out.
it's kind of neat. Okay, so I'm going to summon this thing, and then I am going to give it Fortune's Favor.
Interesting. Very good.
So now it has Fortune's Favor. All right, we're going to have a conversation. Me and my little shadow spawn that appears. Listen, we're going to let something out of this jar. Your job is to intimidate it and make it want to answer questions. Also, can we say that we went over questions to ask it from last night so that people can pose questions in the moment and we can do the scene? Yeah, so your job is to frighten this thing and make it think that it needs to answer my questions.
You don't hear an answer, but you get a connected yes.
Also, if I can't understand it, please relay its information to me. And then I'm going to walk over. I'm going to look at Rig and just nod at Rig, and I'm going to walk over and pop open the cork on this magic jar.
Okay.
Vase.
Sounds like I need
The
to zone of
vase.
truth.
Yeah.
As you walk over, you knock the lid open. Rig finishes the incantation, and there's a soft pulse of like reddish black smoke that just kind of through the area. And there's just this very, 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 very faint flicker of that red and black. Just almost cannot see it most of the time. In like a, what is it, a 20-foot cube or square or circle or something? Or how big is the area?
Under truth, it's a 15-foot radius sphere.
And magic cylinder, 10-foot cylinder diameter.
So you're good to go. The entity spills out of the vase and kind of rights itself. It sees you standing there, and it like turns its hands into blades and begins to be almost like it's going to strike you.
As it does, my shadow is going to use its dreadful scream standing next to me. That's its little fear ability. So make me a wisdom save.
15 total.
Nope. So it is now frightened.
You watch as the knives turn back to fingers, and it just kind of cowers like away from you until it boop, hits the back of the circle and can't go any further.
Now I'm gonna do my best intimidating thing with my little shadow buddy here. We're gonna start asking questions. What am I asking this thing? What have we decided that I'm going to ask?
I don't think
Good
you
point.
talked about it at all.
No,
That's why I was
You
like,
did. You did, but you didn't. But yes, I get it.
I think one of the big things we need to know is who our enemy is. Who is the thing that has been who attacked Keith
who do you
and has been. Hmm?
who do you serve? Like,
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah,
Pen.
that's
So
a good one.
That's what we'll start with. I'm going to start with, in my best approximation of my understanding of shadow speech here with tongues. You will answer my questions. Who do you serve? And I've got intimidation ready for you if you want to.
Go for it.
Yeah. I don't know what the DC is given everything that's going on. And I'm going to add my D8 to that just because I can. Ooh. 24.
Okay. You ask your question, and there's a pause and almost like a sucking sound of air. But why would a shadow need to breathe? You're not real sure. And your shadow turns its head like kind of sideways, like looking at it. Whenever this like breathy, ethereal, you cannot make out the words. It's just this garbled, like ethereal speech that just. And you watch as your shadow like shivers for a second at that. Roll me a D100, please. 20 or less, your connection to your shadow disappears.
65.
You feel a tug on your tether between you and your shadow that you can't explain, but it remains.
Interesting. Do you want to relay that? Arizoa. Can I get a spelling of that in the chat, or am I just going off?
No, I got you.
Okay.
I just spelled Arizona without the end.
It's what I had going on. Any other questions, by the way, from our talk from beforehand? Anybody else got questions they want to ask this thing?
Rig is not intelligent enough to contribute to interrogation.
I
He'll
think
hold an
Rig
axe
could,
if you want.
I think Rig could come up with
I mean,
some Rig questions that could be insightful. You know,
anything, any.
Would they
question
be
you want.
insightful?
they could be.
I think like what is the
I think simple-minded
goal?
people often come to simple questions that people often overlook.
You know, I think that's actually fair. Let me think of it.
Sorry, Ty, you had a question?
I would say the interest I would have is what is the goal of their destruction?
Oh, okay. So I'll ask, what was your mission? What are your goals?
We take what is ours now. The gods be damned.
Okay. So they're in like a godly war. All right.
Are you ready for another one?
Mhm.
Why specifically Bahamut?
Oh,
Yeah, I was about to say, if the gods be damned, why, like, which gods? Also, why
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
this one?
if the gods be damned, why your hatred for Bahamut?
You pitiful, insignificant fool. When you speak of the gods and their damnation, wouldn't you want to take the one who has the greatest bite?
Mm.
Fair. Fair. What else we got, team?
I was thinking, I just don't know how to word it, but like where they're coming from, not like
Yeah, that's my thing. Is I want to know like the base of operations.
yeah, are they coming through some kind of portal? Like what's letting them in?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really hard
I-
to word it, right?
Okay. Where are your forces and how do they move between the realms?
It's very simple. The master brings them.
Oh yeah, we saw the fucking teleport shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The guy that we saw teleporting stuff was the guy I tried to momentary stasis, and that did not go well for me, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess the next question I have is, where is your master now?
Mm.
Where is your master? now?
god now.
He resides in his place where he has never left. He has no need to be here.
What an asshole.
Yeah, for that answer, this thing's dying. Just
Wait a second. um.
Didn't tell a lie.
It's true. Oh. There's something else. There was something else I wanted to know. Oh, I guess one question that we would have is, do they have the tea lady?
yeah. What was her name?
Just you.
It's just Tea Lady for now. There is another name.
Oh fuck, we don't. I thought we had it.
I have it somewhere in.
I thought
She
you
has
had
a solid identity as a
Everreal.
tea lady to me.
Oh yeah, somebody like
Everett?
your paladin friend. Is
Oh
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
who
I
said
had
all
the
that shit.
names of the fucking all of them.
Yeah. Seven
so-
Defenders of Bahamut. So one of the Everreal was her.
Everall. Yeah.
Do you have Everett?
You just hear chuckling.
Yes or no?
We
Wait,
have the
you have
one.
tea lady?
We have the one you speak of, mortal.
Who else do they have?
I think that's a
Rig
very
starts to light up instantly.
I just
Do what?
would you understand what she's saying?
Well, no, I
How-
guess I don't.
How many do you have?
Many tea ladies?
All of them.
Oh, I didn't understand that. What did he say?
Yeah, that's not good. All right. Any other questions, people?
I would say it's about this time that the zone of truth is going to fade.
Yeah. So we probably got one more question.
One
I would-
question.
Ask at least where one of their locations is. Who's the
Yeah.
closest? Start freeing these motherfuckers.
So following that question of we have all of them, where is the closest one?
Right under your nose. Always. And the zone
What does
fades.
that mean?
All right, I'm gonna have my shadow help me shove this thing back in a jar.
Make me a contested strength roll.
We're gonna keep it as a pet. Can we feed it?
Do I get the help action from my shadow for this?
Sure do.
Let me get that. Oh, it's better. 16.
16. Beats it.
I was doing my best to find something to add to this fucking roll because it's just straight, right? I have no strength modifiers.
Nope.
I was just like, there's got to be something I can add to this.
I mean, functionally, like, if we're putting it back in a jar, I put it in the jar every other time, so I would earth and grasp and
Oh yeah.
assist.
It is a struggle this time. Whereas
I can also do contested strength.
before it went in without too much effort, this time it feels like it gained something.
This is a strength.
Oh.
Yep.
Coming in at a 24
Oh yeah. Yeah, you come over.
on this roll.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're over the top for sure. But
So,
you feel a difference in strength.
following that, before I discuss any more of this, I'm going to thank my little shadow and send him on his merry way.
Phrasing.
And then I will relay everyone everything, including the name Arizona, which I was not going to say in that thing's presence again. Fuck that.
Probably
that-
a wise
I
decision.
was debating making an iced tea joke there.
With that.
Dude, a nice cold.
Because every time you said it, my brain goes to Arizona iced tea.
Yeah,
I'm a little thirsty now.
some cold Arizona, dude.
Does that name ring any bells for me?
Oh
Love it.
my sweet Jesus!
I got you, baby.
I
Let's go.
love it.
Nice.
I love it. Does that name ring any bells for me?
I got you.
Ty, roll me a history check.
Can I make a history check
Sure.
with specifically the knowledge from my old ship?
I'm also making a
Man.
history check from all of my own.
I
Make
don't
yours
wanna-
at disadvantage,
National
knocked, just because it's still hard to pull that connection,
Okay.
Everyone,
with
Check.
intent.
I want to make.
I'm sorry,
one
Ty.
too.
What'd you get? All right,
I
make
haven't
them.
rolled it yet.
I rolled a 19 on history.
Okay. History. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna have to chronal shift my roll because that is fucking dookie.
I got
There we
23 for history.
Fuck. Nice.
Wow. Natural 20.
Oh, never
Nice.
mind.
35.
With I did guidance. So that is 30.
Nice.
And mine's a
I forgot.
26.
Okay, so the 26. Yeah, you've discussed this, you've heard this name or one like it. The Tree of Sorrows.
Ah,
Ty, with your 30. Not only the Tree of Sorrows, but the Tree of Sorrows is one of 3, like, I don't necessarily have a qualification for it, which I need to make one, but it would be like a major deity. So, like, if there was the one and then his children, or their children, it would be that ranking of
Okay.
evil baddies. And there's 3 of them, and this is one of them.
After like mentally going through my brain and history and trying to remember, I think back on that and I go, that's unpleasant. And I'll explain. This is one of the three major bad evil deities. It's not a good thing.
So what concepts are related to this?
I rolls his eyes. You ask a very good question. Give me one moment to look at something. Boop 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 boop. Ooh, I don't know. I have the good ones. I have both of them. I don't have the best.
All right, I got
But concept.
Sorry, go ahead.
But to keep it simple for simplicity's sake, evil, wrong, bad, not good.
Those don't seem like concepts of belief. Those seem like,
Well, evil would be a concept of belief.
yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. What if we just like, what if we ate it?
What if we what?
What if we ate it?
Ate?
Yeah.
What?
The shadow?
Like whatever this entire creature is. What
So
if we ate?
so you mean aid as in help?
No, ate. Like,
ATE.
Consuming?
Okay. Consume. Okay.
Okay.
it seems like a good way to get rid of things.
Ooh, rats can
I mean,
consume.
objectively, not
Right.
no, but
No,
No, yeah.
I can't.
Actually,
I won't.
the last thing I ate did not agree with me.
it did go badly. It did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Although there is still time to see if it comes around.
The giant pig.
No.
No. Oh dear.
Also,
I think
I received a message about the show and about the Tree of Sorrows, and I feel like it would be a tragedy not to share this. So I'm gonna share it. There once was a Tree of Sorrows, called so for whatever it borrows. Gets flushed down the loo, whatever you do, but always comes back in the morrows.
that's
Just wonderful.
wonderful.
Just
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
I don't
this
get it.
is not good. Neither was that poem.
Fuck.
fucking catching strays out here.
Fuck.
Damn.
Well, this is
D-
shit,
D-
just like your writing.
D8, please.
Damn.
D8, please.
You're welcome.
What the fuck?
But that being said, we now know, but they're right under your nose. That
No.
I want to know what that means. Also, was this speaking primordial? Okay, just wanted to make sure. I have random language. That's the one I have. So that is,
It's a lot to consume right now.
yeah.
Consume?
I know what we, but
You gonna put it in your mouth? What are you doing?
no.
I didn't know we had more eggs.
It's always more eggs. More eggs?
Not
Start
right
making a
now.
fire.
No, Graham, no. But now that we've done this, what are we doing now? We could go into key.
I did see people in key, or I think, yeah.
Did he see people? Yeah, I think I remember.
Yeah, I saw people and shadows, and then I attracted shadows, and the shadows started to chase me.
That's right. So we know there are people in key still.
I mean, right under our noses could be the first town we were at. It could be Key. It could
be one of us.
The tower that we were at. That fucking
The
tower.
Bahamut.
It could be conceptually planner. It could be directly under our plane.
Well, I don't have a nose, so this is a little confusing for me. More
kind of.
Do you refer to it as just a beak? Like you've never?
That is a little specious, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh. So should we use beak or nose in future?
Oh dear.
It's a very good question. I don't know myself.
Well, what do your people do? Do they just not have an idiom for that? Do they not use like right under your beak or?
I guess it's still under your nose, but either way, what does the shadow person mean by that?
I once knew a toucan that gave me the sage advice. Said the nose knows.
A toucan? I'm sorry. What is a toucan?
It's a
type of bird.
It's not as good as a 3 can, but it gets the job done.
Okay, so the 3 can is better than the toucan. Understood.
Correct.
Oh my god.
New can dropped.
Look, the world is ending. I have to laugh a little bit.
You guys are killing me.
I think we need to determine what we're doing next.
I think we should just go back to Key, see what we can gather from there. The worst that would happen is we pass through and we try to go get our airship again. That was our original plan anyways.
I think getting our airship is a good idea.
The airship's not in Key.
Right.
Yeah, but we have to get through Key to get to the airship.
Where is the airship?
It's back at the temple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which those are two of the locations that could be right under our nose. So it's fair to check them.
So should we go to Key?
I think we should.
Nothing else
Rex
to
wants to
resupply.
know if you have any questions for Shadow.
What shadow? Wait, what? Huh?
Anything else for Shadow?
Is Rax still talking with Shadow?
You could say they're gonna have a conversation.
Well, that's mortifying.
How are they having a conversation?
I think we'll get to that later. If Rax could figure out where Shadow's from, that would be great.
So no questions for Shadow?
Where is Shadow from?
I mean, that's the question that we would.
That's the question that I would like Rax to ask Shadow.
Shadow.
Which we did, and it gave us a bullshit response.
Yeah, but Rax scares me more than you.
Yeah, I'm hoping Rax has a way.
So no other questions for Shadow is what Rig is getting.
Other than, is there a way to protect ourselves from the shadows?
Is there a way to hide from the shadows? Hide ourselves.
There's no truth sworn up. I don't think he's gonna say that.
Well, tell him tile. I don't know, light him up or something.
Rig will whip out the orb and catch the shadow like a Pokemon.
The orb.
Well, it's in a jar right now, right?
Yeah.
No, it's just in my bag. It's,
no. The shadow is in the jar.
You put it back in the jar?
Yeah.
Well, then I'll suck it out of there, I guess.
No, Rick, no.
I trust Rig.
I that's great for you.
Jesus.
Right.
He's in a mood today. Gets possessed by a god and just.
Ty, I think you need to have
That's
a timeout.
great for you.
Snippity snip snip snippity snee.
I think you should go in the corner and think about
Do you want some more eggs? Would it-
Yeah, I
is it
think
a
you need to
food
eat
problem?
something.
Are
Is
you
your blood
angry?
sugar low? You're very
Would you like a Snickers?
Graham is telling me-
Not
You have a
yourself.
migraine?
This
Maybe you need to go lay
concept-
down.
Graham is telling me about this concept of being hangry, and that may apply here.
I mean, some other good advice, Ty. Just have you tried smiling more?
Oh my god!
Okay. Reese would be like, I ain't touching that.
The smiling
It can really change your whole outlook.
does that make
Oh.
you happier if you smile more? Is that
It does.
my
It does. That's all
God.
you got to do. It's that easy.
Oh,
I would like to absorb the shadow, please. My good DM.
Well, I mean, you gotta let it out. And currently, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a bunch of glyphs of warding in there, aren't there?
Yeah, I don't really know if I want to let you let it out. Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty sealed in there magically.
Yeah.
Knocked and Tied threw a bunch of magic into that, or mostly Knocked. Knocked threw a bunch of magic into that.
This seems like a wild thing.
In
Like,
Rig's
I'm on
defense-
board with the idea, but this seems kind of wild.
In Rig's defense, we do not know the capabilities of Rax, and that terrifies
No, you're
me every
right.
single day.
Well, I'm pretty sure
You're right.
It's the orb we got from the witch that I sucked her into.
Yeah, the thing we don't know shit about.
Yeah.
I don't think
The
we
orb
should
of
give
Lo.
the. I don't think we
plan.
should give the witch in the orb the power of this shadow.
Oh, the
I-
witch isn't there.
where's? Wait.
Oh my god!
Rig, are you an interdimensional serial killer?
What is Rax up to?
Rax is
That's-
just hungry.
Nope.
So big, Rax.
actually,
I need.
how does Rax?
I mean,
eat
it solves a problem, I guess.
Nope. Nope.
How does
We
how does,
we may still need the shadow, so we don't want to have Rax eat it right now.
Mm,
But
That's a lot of butts.
yeah, perhaps in the future, when we need to get rid of the shadow, if this is a way to get rid of the shadow, then we can do it that way. Right now
Rick's
is
gonna
not a
shove the
good
orb
time.
into the jar.
Wait, no, stop.
I am absolutely defending
We're
the jar from this.
100% not doing that. Nope.
I am physically defending the jar from this.
Yeah, no, 100% not doing that. Nope.
I do not think combining things of that magical nature is good. No, stop, please.
I put like 20 spell slots into that.
My-
We're not mixing that with like the orb that blew up a fucking plane or city or whatever.
I sit on the
Rax
jar
says-
and sword burst.
Oh,
Shadow ancient. Shadow have many secrets, but Rax can learn them if they become
Shadow
part of
Ancient.
Rax.
Let's learn them before Rax learns them. I sword burst again.
Against my better judgment, I kind of want to see this happen.
Nope. Nope. Again, you can.
I don't like this idea.
I do. I like this idea a lot.
Let's take a vote, right? Those
Uh-huh.
in favor?
Dragons doesn't get a vote.
Those
He's
against?
God.
Those against? Yeah, you guys got outvoted. I'm sorry. This is democracy.
God voted for yes, so
God is not here. I told
God-
God
God.
last night, God didn't have a fucking opinion. All right.
Which god?
there are so many.
the one that matters.
Oh,
Particular moment.
oh no.
Hammer, any
One that gives us
thoughts?
a vote.
In front of a cleric, you're gonna do that? That's fucked up.
I am also a cleric.
Oh, that's true.
Of
I
who?
don't want to. I don't want to.
My
Right.
God versus your God.
I want to hear that. You
Of
literally someone.
Who is your god, Rig?
Gramgarn and Rig roll a d20.
Uh oh.
Well, there's a lot more people than that trying to stop this.
Yeah, there's probably.
If
That's a
I had
13 on the die.
Reroll, why not?
Three barbs and chronal shift available, and I would be assisting with making this not happen.
Is this a flat roll?
Just roll.
13.
At 17.
Okay, knocked. He gets past Grom's arms.
That's cool.
I
Silvery
sword
barb-
burst again.
Yeah, silvery barbs on the roll for Rig.
Okay, roll again.
Is that what it is?
You're the
So
best.
That's funny.
Oh,
Okay, fuck your silvery barbs.
Yeah,
That's
so-
your reaction, is it not?
Yeah, that's the only reaction I can take here, though.
Yep. Ty, what you got?
And so if Ty is next in stopping, he's going to get the advantage from my silvery barbs.
I mean, do
Okay.
I get to take an action?
This is all happening in just
Yeah.
success.
oh boy. I'm not liking the idea, but it's coming to my brain.
You also have advantage on your next roll.
Well, this wouldn't be a, well, okay, we're gonna do this then. I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt, but it's going to be a called shot.
Oh.
I'm going to hit the orb.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I don't want to be a part of this.
I think that's
Oh,
an
fuck.
even worse idea than
Oh,
Then not the orb.
Shield.
Not the orb.
oh, you would do
The head. I'm trying to disarm Rig, so he doesn't have the orb in his hand.
Remember when y'all were having this conversation and I was like, do we really want Rig to have this fucking orb? And y'all were like, I mean, it'll be fine. You guys remember that shit?
Whoa.
I remember that
who's
shit.
y'all? Because I wasn't there.
So, but I will. I'm trying to essentially get him to drop the orb before he takes it to the
That is a spell attack, correct?
yes.
Roll your spell attack.
Okay, and I've got advantage.
You do have advantage.
I wonder what's stopping the axe from being like, no.
That is a 25.
I mean, that will hit me. But damaging me is not going to stop me necessarily.
Well, the idea is to hit it so that you drop the orb.
So, what's
I don't know
what
how
was the
cold shot works in 5e because it doesn't exist.
how's the what? I'm sorry.
I don't think I know. Call shot. Is this a disarm? It's kind of a disarming.
345 says it's called sundering.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So
But-
here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do.
There is damage.
Ty, as you see Rig get past Grom, Noct's attempt to sunder this doesn't work.
Got some stuff left.
And you really don't want this to happen. Like, everything inside of you is like, my God, no, this cannot happen. And you fling it. It hits Rig's hand, and his whole palm splits open as the orb starts to, it's like time around you starts to slow down for a brief second. And you watch the orb begin to dislodge from his hand and kind of rotate slowly away. And all of a sudden your vision is like, it's like you're looking uphill
Mm-hmm.
at what you were looking at from close up, and now you're far away, kind of looking up at it as it's up and away from you, and you're like, why is that? And you blink again, and it's further away now. Like you're looking up at this scene in front of you.
Hmm.
And then you blink again, and you are infinitely far away now, looking up at the scene of this orb. And it just locks in place in the air. And your vision goes black. And when you blink open again, you're looking at it again from super far away and below. But the orb is firmly attached in Rig's hand.
So is Rig past Ty at this point?
Correct.
All right. Well, I'm
18.
playing my last trump card, peeps. Peace, Dimension Door.
You're leaving?
With the jar, yeah. Peace, Dimension Door. Later.
By the way, Rig, you take 18 points of damage from the
Thanks.
guiding bolt. Sorry.
And you're shiny.
Rig, as you go to twist open the lid of the jar that is being clutched by Noct, your hand is on the jar and then it's gone from in front of you.
Okay.
And Noct, you're wherever it is that you reappear.
Cast invisibility. But
And on that note, it is closing in on 12:30 East Coast time. We need to be respectful of our players who are out that way so that they can have lovely evenings of sleep if they need them. I too have not been feeling well today and was sick, so I believe this is a wonderful place to come back to the next time that we get together. Where the fuck is the box? Where did Noct go? Rig,
Why is Rig?
you got some splaining to do, Lucy.
Why is
And
Rig?
we just having all the fun. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on the Golden Feathers of Tea and Tang. This group is literally one of my favorites that I've ever been a part of. So thank you all so much for being here this evening and playing in this crazy game. We're going to go around the horn here. Here we go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Dakota, you Dimension Doran little bastard.
hey, I've been Dakota Urshiro. I play Noct, a elf wizard thing. Had a blast tonight. Was literally sitting there the whole time going, well, if they make it past everybody else, I guess I'll just fuck off.
Classic.
True. Very, very true. Noct in I don't get damaged fashion. Damon.
Hey everybody, I'm Damon. I play Ty Oregon, your elf light domain cleric, who is having a day, an evening, and a day.
Couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah, really a stretch here.
Maybe he needs a Snickers. Like,
Maybe
yeah, maybe he
somebody
does.
somebody send Ty a Snickers for sure.
I thought you'd be excited
Amador.
engaging with your god.
I'm Amador. I play Reese or Soul Knife Rogue. I want to see what happens, but oh well.
Shit disturber is what you are, sir, sitting there. Oh, he's got a Snickers. Perfect. Brave, good evening.
I'm Brave/Rig, your kobold cleric agent of chaos. And I need you guys all to know the inciting incident of the new Jurassic Park movie is a Snickers bar. And I hated it.
That's so
Hell
sweet.
yeah.
But it was hilarious.
Wonderful.
Love it. Good evening, Bull.
Hi, I'm Bull, or Grimgarn. Yeah.
You know, one sleepy boy, it's time for bed.
Well, I'm a little cerebral. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I am too. And I am DM Dragons. I have been your Chaos Facilitator for this evening. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week. We will see you back here in 2 weeks. And until then, be kind. There's enough hate out there in this world. Do something nice for someone else. Later.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another Vibe Tribe production. What's going to happen next time? Well, you're going to have to tune in to find out. But until then, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, and as always, make sure that you keep the good times rolling. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.